Hey guys, what's going on? This is your boy RJ Game News USA here, back today with another video. And today we're going to be listening to this clip from a YouTuber named Dapper Dev. He honestly is sort of like this red pillish kind of guy when it comes to dating and relationships. And I think this video is absolutely fire. He talks about men having to deal with child support issues. And I'm just going to flat out tell you this right now, my opinion on child support. I think it has to end. I think the courts have to stay out of family business more. I really do. I really believe that the prescription cannot be worse than the symptom. I said the same thing about COVID. You cannot have so many men getting absolutely destroyed with child support payments, and then a lot of them even getting sent off to prison or working as debt slaves to this system. A system that, honestly, the court should really stay the fuck out of, to be quite frank. Family, the nuclear family, should be as far away from the government as possible. Welfare queens taking a bunch of money, and really, the government's direct interjection with society on issues like marriage and child support and welfare has led to the nuclear family being broken up. It's led to more divorce. It's led to plenty of women who have decided when they get bored to leave their man and pursue other men. And if it doesn't work out, the government has their back. And I say this shit has to fucking stop. Like, men in society are getting screwed left and right. And child support is one of the biggest reasons why. And the bottom line is this: good men will take care of their children as they see fit, without handing over a bunch of money to a woman that's going to blow it on her nails and on groceries for herself, like eating out, we'll say. She's going to blow it on freaking cars and her boyfriends. And honestly, giving them custody and then making the man pay child support is just downright cruel. 50-50 custody makes sense. Dividing up the amount of money that gets spent on the kid makes sense. No money exchanged between the ex-parents makes total sense to me. And I think a lot of this issue is one of the reasons why men and women are not having as many kids. I think from the woman's perspective, they don't want to be tied down with responsibility. And from the man's perspective, they don't want to be financially burdened by a woman that's probably going to cheat on them and leave them. But to be quite frank, we have a moral decay in our society, and that's clearly mostly shown through divorce and through child support. And today we're going to focus on the child support. I focused before on ending divorce, but this clip is about child support. I'm going to interject my thoughts as we go on. So without further ado, let's begin the clip.
Start this video off telling you guys a story about a good childhood friend of mine. And keep in mind, as I tell this story, I'm a millennial. My friend's a little bit older than me. He's a millennial as well. And when we were coming up, the mainstream conversations that you see on YouTube in the manosphere, red pill stuff, that was not yet a thing when we were teenagers and when we were coming up. So we didn't have the knowledge that is very mainstream now. Keep that in mind as you hear this story. And my friend's ignorance got him into a lot of trouble. So this good friend of mine ended up getting married and having a child. The wife cheated on him. They got divorced, and he got stuck with very heavy child support payments.
And again, why does the government not even consider who cheated on who and who left who? In my opinion, the person leaving, the person that ends the relationship, should be the one footing the bill more. Right? They're the ones that caused this fucking problem to begin with. If they had just stayed with their partner and worked stuff out for the sake of the child, that would be a better option. But again, that's hard. People don't want to do what's hard. They want to do what's easy and convenient. And in today's society, women have all these options, all these thirsty guys that are just coming right for them, and at any particular moment, they fall into a moment of weakness because we've gone so lax in society on what women do and don't do that at any point she gets bored and just immediately starts fucking somebody else. And then you as the guy are stuck with this child support payment until that kid's 18. That's absurdity. Why would we as men in society continue to allow this to happen? Why would other men out there support this kind of bullshit? I don't get it.
He made good money, so whatever, right? Fair enough, that's how it works. Now, his train of thought was, I put myself in this situation, I'm going to step up to the plate and be a man, and I got to pay these heavy payments, so be it. All I got to do is work harder. I got to take the high road and get another job and try to pick up overtime, and if I want to have more money to spend or put away and save, I just got to step up to the plate and work harder. So what he did in the next year was got a second job and try to pick up as much overtime as he could with his career. He ended up working 80 plus hours a week. And I'm not exaggerating, 80 plus hours a week.
Now, keep in mind, that also means he has no social life and he can't then go find another woman. Because most women will not put up with a man that works 80 hours a week. They want the money, but without any of the sacrifice. Where is their time to date and develop a relationship? None. So this man is picking up extra work, doubling his work, to go pay for his ex to go have a nice life with probably the man that she cheated on him with. That is literally the definition of hell. I would sooner end it in Minecraft than ever freaking put up with that. I would go freaking AWOL. I would be on the run. I don't give a fuck. I am not doing it. I would not do it.
Next year rolls around, maybe it's a little over a year, something like that. His ex finds out, they go back to court because now she wants more money. And the judge, without hesitation, said, absolutely, bro. You're making way too...
Now, see, this I will never understand. If the child support is for the child, and the child needs a minimum amount of child support, then how come when the man's income goes up, the child support goes up? That is dumb. That locks you in. No matter what you do, a certain percentage is going away. And it's ridiculous. Because if there is a true minimum in order to support a child, how can you honestly raise that? Look at some of the celebrities and what they pay for child support. Why is it that this child gets way more than this child? Just because your parent was rich and you're split up? Or better off. And again, the percentage is way too high. I think 0 is the correct percentage, and just take care of your kid as you see fit. But that's just me being like full-blown libertarian there, just saying, yo, let families figure it out. You know what I mean? I'm sure this guy who stepped up to the plate and worked harder to deal with this issue would have took care of his kid. I'm sure of it. It's the deadbeat dads that aren't actually paying, and then the taxpayers foot the bill, and then they get arrested, that are the problem, and they would be the problem whether you had child support in there or not. Therefore, my argument is, child support really, really, really only hurts good men who don't deserve it.
Way too much money. You need to pay more. And now his payments doubled. It was crazy. Now his payments are laughably ridiculous that he's paying to this woman every month for his child. So then he goes, okay, now I screwed myself. I'm quitting the second job. I got to make as little money as possible, I guess. And the next year he makes a lot less. And then he tries to get the payments reduced. Not a chance. They said, not a chance we're reducing your payments. You need to keep working like you were and paying these.
So he locked in. He got boxed in. He worked more, and then he decided, well, I guess since I'm fucked anyway, why don't I work a little less and relax? And when he did that, he's still stuck with the high bill, so he's just effed. He's just effed. Great system. How do we ever allow this? Seriously, how do we ever allow this as a society? decided this was a good fucking idea? That this is how we run things. And we're going to shield it with children. We're going to shield this with children. But really, it's for fucking hoes that want to go cheat and then still get the man's money. Fuck you, bitches.
Crazy payments that you're paying to this woman. And this is happening all the time. This is happening all over the place. And I know you guys are going to say, a man should pay child support when he has a kid. Fair enough. I gotcha. But is it also fair to say that a lot of guys are paying way more than they should be?
Yes.
And is it also fair to say we got a lot of women out here who are getting tons of assistance from the state?
Yes.
Yet they're still getting massive money.
We're $40 fucking trillion in debt. And women are getting paid from the government. Welfare queens. Fucking money just handed out to them in their tax refunds without working a fucking hour of their day. If you're a single dude, you're partly subsidizing other people's kids. You feel good about that? You like that shit? I don't like that shit. You shouldn't either.
From these men. In fact, the girl in the story that I just told, she made good money herself. So she ends up buying a really nice house thanks to the thousands and thousands a month that she's getting from my friend. Plus her income. Plus, for whatever reason, somehow, she's still getting tons of assistance. This girl made great money herself. But
why? Why is she getting assistance if she's making that much fucking money? They already fucked him over. Now we, the taxpayer, are getting fucked over. Fuck that bitch. Honestly, if this is communal property where we're paying money for this bitch to go sit there and sit on her ass, then she's a communal slut too. I want my turn, motherfucker. Where's she at? I want my turn, motherfucker. I should hit that shit if I'm paying for it.
But you got tons of food stamps still. Probably got other assistance as well. So she was living large. I watched this girl live it up. I mean, she has probably, I can think of 2 really expensive trucks. They have a really nice couple luxury cars. I mean, living it up.
Luxury trucks, luxury cars on the back of a man who worked 80 hours a week, who got his kid ripped away from him for this whore. Meanwhile, we the taxpayers are giving her fucking money. Yeah. We're your pimp, bitch.
And that's not the only one. I know a girl that grew up in the slums, and she came from a broken family. She's never had a job, and she ended up collecting massive child support as well and getting tons of assistance. So she's been living rent-free.
Rent-free!
Thousands.
Rent-free! People that work full-time and get paid minimum wage can't afford an apartment. And she used to live rent-free! Rent-free because she popped out some kids and left a guy. Huh? It's incentive. There's incentive structures in society. And clearly, we've set up an incentive structure in society for women to cheat on their men, for women to leave their husbands. We set it up. We set it up that way. It's time we stop it. We need to stop this system. It's insane. No more free lunch.
A month in child support. Now she bought a house. She ended up buying a home. Probably got on one of these like assistance programs or leg up programs to buy a home while collecting thousands a month in child support, where the guy doesn't even get to see the kids, even though he's a good guy. This is happening every day. And again, like I always talk about, the only thing people want to say is, as a man, it's your fault. Man up. Man up. Work harder like my friend did. Work harder. But nobody wants to point out the fact that a lot of these women are not spending the money on the children, let's be real. In fact, a lot of the kids are going quite quite neglected in their everyday life, while the women use that money to get their hair done, their nails done, eyelashes, and everything else. But nobody wants to call that out. Men are getting just put through the ringer in everyday life, and nobody wants to call it out. That's another big reason why there's such a shortage of men getting down on one knee and proposing. It's because it literally is a business to women if they want it to be.
Legal marriage by the state has got to be the dumbest single business decision most men could make. It's not even close. You're putting up half your assets on a complete and total slut. Because make no mistake about it, almost every single woman, almost every single one, is not going to be satisfied with just you forever. Those days are dead. Do you understand? Do you get it? Commitment is over. It doesn't exist anymore. Okay? So, for you to do this without a prenup at least, you are fucking insane. You are fucking insane.
Divorce and popping out kids can be a business model. If a woman wants to, she can make a pretty good living off of that. Or a pretty good side income at the very least if she has a job. Nice little side hustle. And everybody likes to make this argument of, well, I mean, it's expensive to raise kids. Yeah, I get it. But a lot of these women are getting massive assistance already.
You know what's amazing to me about this? It's expensive to raise kids, right? It's expensive to raise kids. When they're together, a lot of times, these guys already have given everything they can to support the kid. And the child support that's being asked is even more than that would allow. You know what I mean? Like, if you only had X amount of dollars left and you spend it on your kid, and then somehow you get this child support, and it's more than what you could afford after rent, after groceries, in order to live. We have to change the rules on this shit. Badly. And I mean, it need to be priority number fucking one if we want to fix the nuclear family. Cut the lifeline off. Deadass. Instantly, your divorce rate will plummet when women realize they can't just leave and get the government assistance and the child support and the alimony. They'll stay. You can actually, work on your problems and make the marriage work. Right? Crazy idea to do what our grandparents did and our great-grandparents did, which is, get married young, have kids, and stay married until you die like your vows say? I mean, call me fucking crazy for wanting what we only did for thousands of years in society. But no, instead, we have to sit here and see society turn into this cesspool of fucking highway robbery. This is bullshit, man. This is bullshit. Something's got to be done, goddammit. I'm telling you right now. Do something, government. Do something, motherfuckers. Do something. Do something. I said do something, you son of a bitch! Do something! Right fucking now! Right now!